Hi, and welcome to Dr. Constable's Bio 11 Major Paper Source Article and Resource Tutorial. My name is Julie, and I will be guiding you through this portion of the paper. If you look at the paper instructions through Canvas, you're going to see this paragraph that talks about the requirements to be met for the source article. Need to make sure that the source article has 6 major paragraphs. It's been popular in published in a popular press, such as a magazine, and the publication is dated within a year. The things that we want to avoid, which I will guide you through the tutorial, is you want to stay away from scientific journals or online formats. So the first thing what we're going to do is we are going to Google or use any kind of search engine. So I typed in 2022 plant biology articles. And so when we say stay away from scientific journals, we're staying away from this category here that talks about scholarly articles. We also want to stay away from things that say that are such as nature.com, which makes it sound like it's a popular magazine. However, when I click on the article, what happens is I see something that says abstract. So, abstract is usually leading to a scientific journal. So, stay away from anything that starts off with abstract. Okay. Other things that you want to stay away from is websites that say Wiley Library or that say things such as Science Direct. These are major scientific journal websites that will lead you to the articles that will be used at a later date. So, how I corrected this is I put in the word popular, and then our search engine led us more to popular magazines and articles in which that. So now I'm going to show you some examples of articles. So I clicked on this link right here, The Scientist, and The Scientist led me to this page, a really good article that might be able to use is this Can Plant See? It's within the dates, and it has over 6 paragraphs, and this article talks about how certain plants mimic each other. And so this would be a really good article to write your paper on, using the materials that we learn when we talk about leaf structures and stem structures and modified leaves and modified stems. This would be a good article to write about that section, both from information that you learned from the lab and the lecture. If we go back to the search engine, let's look at Science Daily. Science Daily led me to an article called The Botany of Chloroplast from the Father. So this is a really good article because one, it's written this month. The second thing is it has the word botany in it. So it already tells me that it's going to be more plant-based information. And as I scroll down, it talks a lot about chloroplast, which is something that we do talk about in the lab and in the lecture, mitochondria and stuff like that. So, this is a very good article to write one of your papers on, focusing on plant organelles. And then, lastly, let me give one more example of this. So, we used Science News. So, I clicked on that and that sent me, oh no, sorry, excuse me. I looked up in the Smithsonian Magazine under botany, and I think this article um, is a really cool article. It's called uh, Is Hacking Photosynthesis the Key to Increase Crop Yield? So sometimes articles like this can be misguided in the sense that it'll talk to you about cropping systems. Remember, we need to stay away from cropping systems and focus more on the biology and botany of plants. So, as I look into this article, Not only is it written with years, but definitely over 6 paragraphs. And it talks a lot about photosynthesis in some of this paragraph, and the mechanisms of photosynthesis. So, this would be a really good article to write a paper on, the mechanisms of photosynthesis. So, this is just 3 examples of what we want to see when you turn in our papers, and how you want to search when you are looking for source articles on your papers. If you're having any problems or if you have any questions, please reach out to myself, or please reach out to Professor Danielle or Dr. Constable. Any one of us can help you, and make sure that you have us see your articles before you upload them to Canvas. I'm wishing you all the best and have fun searching.